Well, hello and how are you? Hey, friends, welcome to the Shin Show. I am your host, Senator Briscoe, coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Yes, sir, home of the first state capital, that is, back in 1821 to 1826. Hey, you know what? This here's Monday, January the 28th, V-Blog number 2531. All right, hey, got a happy birthday shout out going out to Richard Penrod, Tonya Cunanan, and Jaimie Case. So, without further ado, here are birthday song for the three of you. I said, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. So, happy birthday, I must say. You know, Richard and Tonya, Jaimie, you all got a brand new year starting today. So, happy birthday to you today. I said, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. So, happy birthday, I must say. You know, you're all starting a brand new year today. So, happy birthday to you, I say. And many more. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. How about some local weather for the St. Charles area? Tonight, January 28th, cloudy and windy this evening, becoming partly cloudy after midnight. Lows around 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds west to northwest at 20 to 30 miles per hour. Higher wind gusts possible. And then Tuesday, January 29th, except for a few afternoon clouds, mainly sunny, colder, high around 26 degrees. Winds northwest to northwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Then Tuesday night, bitterly cold, mostly clear, lows near -5 degrees, winds north to northwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour. That's -5. That's without the wind chill factor, folks. So don't be putting the pets out for the night, please. And then Wednesday, January 30th, bitterly cold, a mix of clouds and sun in the morning, followed by cloudy skies during the afternoon. Highs near 9 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds north to northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. We're not even in the double digits. We're in the below colds. Alrighty then, Wednesday night, cloudy skies early will become partly cloudy later at night. The lows near 5 degrees Fahrenheit, winds north and northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Forecast for Thursday, January 31st is cloudy, highs around 29 degrees Fahrenheit, east to southeast winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then cloudy low in the evening to the nighttime, lows near 25 degrees Fahrenheit, only a drop of 4 degrees, not bad. Winds east to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then Friday, February 1st, cloudy with early with partial sunshine expected late in the day. Highs around 45 degrees. Winds light and variable. Boy, I tell you what, you don't like the weather, you just hang around a couple of days. It goes from freezing cold to balmy 45 degrees. Well, we call that balmy. This year we'll call that balmy, okay? Anyway, Friday night, partly cloudy skies in the evening, then becoming cloudy overnight. Lows near 28 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds southeast or east to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then how about Saturday? Yep, showers in the morning, then partly cloudy in the afternoon. Highs near 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds south to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 50%. Then partly cloudy skies. Lows near 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds southeast or just south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then Sunday, cloudy skies, highs near 58 degrees, winds south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Sunday night, February 3rd, cloudy with showers, Lows near 48 degrees. Winds southeast or south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chances of rain 50%. Then will be increasing clouds on Monday, February 4th. Increasing clouds with showers arriving sometime in the afternoon. Highs around 55. Winds west and northwest at 10 miles per hour, 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chances of rain 40%. Partly cloudy, lower around 30 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds north to northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour overnight. And there you have it, your 7-day forecast for the St. Charles area. How about a few songs? How about a little bit of the Beach Boys? A little do scoop, you don't know what I got. A little do scoop, you don't know what I got. Well, I'm not a bragging baby, so don't put me down. I've got the fastest set of wheels in town. When somebody comes up to me, don't even try. 'Cause if I had a set of wings, man, I sure could fly. She's my little deuce coupe, you don't know what I got. I said, my little deuce coupe, you don't know what I got. Just a little deuce coupe with a flathead mill, but she's a walking on Thunderbird like she's a standing still. She's poured it in, reveled in, she's stroked and broad. She'll do 140 with the top end floored. She's my little deuce coupe, you don't know what I got. I said, my little deuce coupe, you don't know what I got. She's got a competition cab with a 4 on the floor, and she purrs like a kitten till the late pipes roar. And if she ain't enough to make you flip your lid, there's one more thing. I got the pink slip, daddy. And a coming off the line when the light turns green. Well, she'll blow 'em all out of the water like you ain't ever seen. I get a push out of shape, and it's hard to steer, but I get the rubber in all 4 gears. She's my little deuce coupe, you don't know what I got. I said, my little deuce coupe, you don't know what I got. She's my little deuce coupe, you don't know what I got. I said, my little deuce coupe, you don't know what I got. That was probably not even close to right, but that's all right. We'll move into something else, like some Charlie Daniels. Well, I was taking a trip out of L.A., tooling along in my Chevrolet, toking on a number and digging on the radio. Just as I crossed that Mississippi line, I heard that highway starting to whine, and I knew that left rear tire was about to go. Well, the spare was flat, and I got uptight 'cause there wasn't a filling station in sight, so I just limped down the shoulder on the rim. Well, I went as far as I could, and when I stopped the car, I was right in front of this little bar, a kind of a redneck-looking joint called the Dewdrop Inn. Well, I stuffed my hair up under my hat, and I told the bartender that I had a flat, and I would, if he would, and would he be kind enough to give me change for one. Well, there was sure one thing I was sure proud to see. There wasn't a soul in the place except for him and me, and he just looked disgusted and pointed towards the telephone. Well, I called up a station down the road a ways, and he said he wasn't very busy today, and he could have somebody there in just about 10 minutes or so. Well, he said, now you just stay right where you're at, and I didn't bother telling the darn fool that I had no place else to go, but I sure as heck didn't have any place else to go. I just ordered up a beer and sat down at the bar when some guy walked in and said, who owns this car? with the peace signs and 4 mag wheels and 4 on the floor. Well, he looked at me and darn near died, and I decided that I'd just wait outside. So as I laid $1 on the bar and headed for the door. Well, just when I thought I'd get out of there with my skin, these 5 big dudes come up strolling in with this one old drunk chick and some fella with green teeth. And I was almost to the door when the biggest one said, "You tip your hat to this lady, son." And when I did, all that hair fell out from underneath. Well, now, the last thing I wanted was to get in a fight in Jackson, Mississippi on a Saturday night, and especially when there was 3 of them and only 1 of me. Well, they all started laughing, and I felt kind of sick, and I know I'd better think of something pretty doggone quick. So I just reached out and kicked old Green Teeth right in the knee. He let out a yell that would curl your hair, but before he could move, I grabbed me a chair, and I said, "Watch him, folks, for he's a fairly dangerous man." Well, you may not know it, but this man's a spy. He's an undercover agent for the FBI, and he's been sent down here to infiltrate the Ku Klux Klan. He was still bent over, holding on to his knee, but everybody else was a-looking and listening to me, and I laid her on thicker and heavier as I went. I said, "Would you believe it? This man has gone as far as to tearing Wallace stickers off the bumpers of cars, and he voted for George McGovern for president." Well, he's a friend of them long-haired hippie type of pinko fags, and I bet you he's even got a commie flag tacked up on the wall inside his garage. He's a snake in the grass, and I tell you guys, he may look dumb, but that's just a disguise. He's a mastermind in the ways of espionage. Well, they all started looking real suspicious at him, and he jumped up and said, "Now, wait a minute, Jim. You know he's a lying. I've been living here all of my life. I'm a faithful follower of Brother John Birch. I belong to the Antioch Baptist Church, and I ain't even got a garage. You can call home and ask my wife." Well, then he started saying something about the way I was dressed, but I didn't wait around to hear the rest. I was too busy moving and hoping I didn't run out of luck. And when I hit the ground, I was making tracks, and they were just taking my car down off of the jacks. So I threw the man a 20, and I jumped in and fired that mother up. Mario Andretti would have sure been proud the way I was moving when I passed that crowd coming out the door and heading towards me in a trot. And I guess I should have gone ahead and run, but somehow I just couldn't resist the fun of chasing them just once around the parking lot. Well, they're heading for the car, but I hit the gas and I spun around and headed them off at the pass. And, well, I was slinging gravel and putting a ton of dust in the air. Well, I had them all stepping in and fetching like their hair was on fire and their butts was a-catching, but I figured I'd ought to go ahead and split before the cops got there. When I hit the road, I was really wheeling, had gravel flying and a rubber squealing, and I didn't slow down till I was almost to Arkansas. I think if anybody would think I flipped if I went ahead and rerouted my trip to L.A. via Omaha. Few car songs. How about this one? A zoom. A tooling the highway down to 79. I'm a twin pipe papa and I'm a feeling fine. Hey man, dig that. Was that a red stop sign? Transfusion. I said transfusion. I'm just a solid mess of a contusions. And never gonna speed again. Slip some blood to me, blood. Slip some blood to me, bud. You know what? Better do this. Here we go. I jumped in my hot rod about 8:45. I got to make a date with that chick of mine. Cross the center line, man, you gotta make time. Transfusion, I says transfusion. Oh man, I got the cotton picking convulsions. Never, never, never gonna speed again. Shoot the juice to me, Bruce. I said my foot's on the throttle and it's made of lead, but I'm as fast riding, Daddy, with this real cool head. I'm gonna pass a truck on the hill ahead. Transfusion, I said, transfusion. My red corpuscles are a mass confusion. I never, never, never gonna speed again. Press the crimson images. I took a little drink and I'm feeling fine. I can't fly right over everything inside. There's a slow poke just up ahead. I'm gonna miss him, man. Up, man's on the right. Transfusion, transfusion. I'm a real gone pale facing. That's no illusion. I'm a never, never, never gonna speed again. Pass the clarity to me, Barrett. A rolling down the mountain on a rainy day. Oh, why, you see me a coming, you better start to pray. I'm a cutting up the road and I'm the boss all the way. Whoops, a transfusion. I said transfusion. Oh, Doc, pardon me for this crazy intrusion. I'm never, never, never gonna speed again. Pump the fluid to me, Louie. All right, I'm a burning up the highway early this morning. I'm a passing everybody on and nothing but corn. Oh man, out of my way, you don't drive with my horn. Transfusion, transfusion. Oh nurse, I'm gonna make a new resolution. I'm never, never, never gonna speed again. Put a gallon in me, Allen. Oh, a barnyard drivers are found in two classes, line crowding hogs and speeding jackasses. So remember to slow down today. Hey, Daddy, make that type. Yeah, that a boy. All right. My papa said, son, you're gonna drive me to drinking if you don't stop driving that hot rod Lincoln. Have you heard the story of the hot rod race when the Fords and Lincolns was a setting the pace? The story is true, and I'm here to say I was the one driving that Model A. It's got a Lincoln motor and it's really souped up. That Model A VIX makes it look like a pup. It's got 8 cylinders and I use 'em all. It's got a overdrive, just won't stall. With a 4-barrel carb and a dual exhaust. With 411 gears and you can really get lost. It's got safety tubes, but I ain't scared. The brakes are good and the tires are fair. Pull out of San Pedro late last night, and the moon the stars was shining bright. We was driving up the Grapevine Hill, passing cars like they was standing still. All of a sudden, in a wink of an eye, a Cadillac sedan passed us by. I said, boys, that's a mark for me by the tail lights. By then, the tail lights was all you could see. Sorry. Now the fellas was ribbing me for being behind, so I thought I'd make a link and start to unwind. I took my foot off the gas, and man alive, I shoved on down into overdrive. I wound it up in 110. My speedometer said that it had hit top end. My foot was a blue like lead was blue like a lead on the floor. That's all there is, and there ain't no more. Now the boys all thought I'd lost my senses, and the telephone poles looked like a picket fences. They said slow down, and I see spots. The lines on the road were just like dots. I took the corner, sideswiped the truck across my fingers just for luck. The fenders was a clicking and the guardrail posts, and the guys beside me was white as a ghost. Smoke was a coming from out of the back when I started to gain on that Cadillac. I knew I could catch him. I thought I could pass. And don't you know, by the way, we'd been low on gas. We had flames a comin' from out of the side, feeling the tension, man. What a ride. I said, look out, boys, I've got a license to fly. And that caddy pulled over and let us by. Now all of a sudden she started to knock, and down in the depths she was started to rock. I looked in my mirror, and the red lights was blinking. The cops was after my hot rod Lincoln. They arrested me and put me in jail, and I called my pappy to throw my bail. And he said, son, you're gonna drive me to drink, and if you don't stop driving that hot rod Lincoln. You know what? I probably just put that song to my own little thing, 'cause I ain't listened to it in forever. And, well, forever is an awful long time. All right, folks, it looks like it's about time for our portion of the program called Our Daily Bread. And so, therefore, we're going to jump right on into it. Today's devotion is called The Mood Mender. The Mood Mender, that could be God, of course. When anxiety was great within me, your counsel brought me joy. That is correct. If you're ever in a negative mood, or if you're ever, not feeling right, just put your put your heart and soul in the Lord, and He'll fix you. That's for sure. That's the way I go to bed each and every night. All right. Anyway, I'm going to be reading Psalm 92, 2, and then 16 through 23. All righty. Now, if you're keeping up with the Bible in a year, or the Bible with Briscoe, which I prefer, you can go on to YouTube and watch me at the Bible with Briscoe, and I'll be doing Exodus 19 through 20 and Matthew 18, 21 through 53. So, that being said, here we go with Psalm 92, 2, and then 16 through 23. Rise up, O judge of the earth, render recompense to the proud. Who will stand up for me against evildoers? Who will take his stand for me against those who do wickedness? If the Lord had not been my help, my soul would soon have dwelt in the abode of silence. If I should say my foot has slipped, your loving kindness, O Lord, will hold me up. When my anxious thoughts multiply within me, your consolation delights my soul. Can a thought of destruction be allied with you, one which devises mischief by decree? They band themselves together against the life of the righteous, and condemn the innocent to death. But the Lord is my stronghold, and my God, the rock of my refuge. He has brought back their wickedness upon them, and will destroy them in their evil. The Lord our God will destroy them. And there you have it. Psalm 94, 2 and 16 through 23. Alrighty, friends. I got one more song for you, and that would be, well, goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends, goodbye. This here's been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show. And as always, you know, God loves you, and so do I. So be blessed in Jesus' name. And come back and see me together tomorrow because, well, I'll be here. And I hope you are too.